Welcome to Freaky Fauna Friday, where every Friday we take a little time and explore some of the freaks of nature from around the planet we cherish so deeply. So please, jump aboard and let's explore the wilds together. Welcome back to Freaky Fauna Friday. I tried for you. I'm the great and powerful Mystery.
And I am Jay.
Just Jay today?
Yeah, I'm always Jay on the Freaky Faunas, I think.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think I have nicknames.
All right, who are we going to talk about today, Jay?
A fish.
Nope.
Oh, dang it. I don't know.
Who have we been talking about a lot on the other show on the backstage?
On the backstage? I don't... For a worm?
Scolopedra gigantea.
Oh, close. I was close.
So I already had the research done, so I'm like, this is perfect Freaky Fauna.
Yeah.
Scolopedra gigantea is the largest known species of centipede alive today. Scolopedra gigantea is also known as the giant yellow-legged centipede or the Amazonian giant centipede. It's actually a subspecies of the Amazonian giant centipede. They are a highly carnivorous arthropod, using their powerful venom to feast on small rodents as well as large insects and some reptiles. They have 27 segments with 21 pairs of legs.
Interesting. Okay. 27 and 21.
21 pairs of legs. They have 44 legs.
Right. No, 42.
40.
You said 21, right?
Mm-hmm. Is that 42? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, so their first pair of legs also doubles as claws. So that's the thing about centipedes is that they think that they actually inject venom like through a set of legs.
Oh, really?
It's really freaky.
So
but
it's not their
those
mouth?
big muscular things that look like their mandibles.
Yeah, like big pinchers almost.
Yeah, those are legs.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to think. There's other arthropods that have modified legs as a part of their like feeding apparatus too.
Dung beetles?
Sure, I have no idea.
I don't know either.
So these guys have a really weird history, but they're native to like Amazonia, Cambodia, northern Venezuela, Abia, Caraco, and
Trinidad.
Is that it?
Yep.
However, older specimens. So they were. This species kind of has a weird description history, and by that I mean they've been like how they were scientifically described.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. The first technical one was in 1959.
Okay. First technical description?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll talk about this in our PowerPoint presentation for Encounter Quest. Because they have a really weird history. And that's mostly due to how shy and recluse the species is. For even being the largest centipede alive on the planet, they're super shy and super recluse.
Or super shy.
But no, so they have one in a jar from 1959, and it got labeled as a different species. And that happens from time to time, especially in older collections. So it didn't fully actually be described as a separate species from the Amazonian giant centipede until 2000.
Okay.
So it went a long time. So basically they had juveniles of the yellow-legged giant centipede, and they never had a big adult, so they really never knew it was a different species until 2000.
Gotcha.
And they got one that was like 17 and a half inches long, and like,
wait a minute.
and you could definitely see the color difference in the big adults.
Okay.
Because the normal Amazonian giant centipede is pretty bland comparatively.
Okay. How'd they know it was the same thing then?
How they knew it wasn't the same thing?
Or yeah.
Because as full-grown adults, they're extremely different.
Okay.
As juveniles, they're very similar.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Makes sense.
And they already had a giant centipede in the area.
Gotcha.
So every juvenile giant centipede, which is still, 4 to 6 inches.
Yeah, they were like, this is this thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
which would make sense, know. But it took them until 2000 to get a full-blown adult.
It's like fish. Sometimes you got to count the anal fins scales.
The scales on the anus.
Yes, that was close. And then
That would,
know the difference.
Remember the name of the fish?
Fathead minnow.
No. Sand and mimic shiners.
That was close. Not really.
It's horrible. I hated it. It was Illinois was the worst place because they have a lot of overlap.
Yeah, so you have to sit there and count scales. Oh, gosh.
They also have been found in Honduras, Haiti, Mexico, and the Virgin Islands. So that's kind of weird.
It's a good spread.
And it's because I think a lot of this is new information because they were getting lumped in with other species of giant centipede.
Gotcha.
Which is just kind of cool that, the biggest one on Earth has been hidden for a long time.
Right, yeah. Our biggest one now currently that we know of.
One of their favorite places for the giant ones to live and this is going to be something cool for our PowerPoint presentation. You want to guess?
I think I already know the biome.
Yes.
Caves.
Yep.
Cave
So a lot of the
systems.
6 to 9 inch ones live out in the forest litter, competing with the other giant centipede species. But when they get super large, they move into the cave systems and prey on bats mostly.
Oh, that would be nuts to see.
Although be on the ceiling, like there's videos of them hanging from the ceiling and just eating a bat.
Yeah, that'd be so cool to witness.
So for how scary these monsters seem to be, they really do not pick fights with things bigger than them or their same size. They really only punch down.
Okay.
And that comes from centipedes having extremely poor eyesight. They rely heavily on their antenna for smell, taste, and feel. So of a bigger animal, they're often preyed upon by mammals. So they avoid being seen as much as possible. Scolopedra gigantea is extremely venomous. The fact that the fact that it kills and feeds on vertebrates is pretty remarkable for a centipede.
Mm-hmm.
Vertebrates generally have to have a lot more potent venom to make us go down.
Yeah.
But these guys are hunting bats and rodents. They're hunting a lot of small stuff, but it's still, their bite is said to be extremely painful for humans.
Screw that.
They say that Scolopedra in general, almost every member of Scolopedra family has a horrific bite. And it's mostly, we'll get to it, but it's a pretty nice cocktail of venom.
Could it make your flesh necrotic?
Yes.
Ooh.
But most centipedes in this family are rarely fatal to humans, even though their bite is made to more inflict pain upon you
Yeah.
than to kill you.
It's not like a neurotoxin or,
It has neurotoxins. I'm going to mess up the word, but it has toxins that affect your heart and and make you go necrotic, but it's not designed to kill.
Gotcha.
It's designed to cause as much pain and discomfort as possible so you don't want to
leave.
mess with it again.
Right, yeah.
And they almost exclusively use this type of venom as a defensive action.
Okay.
They're not hunting with this, this is just painful venom.
Yeah.
There has been one confirmed death, though, related to the centipede.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, yes, but it was a 24-day-old child.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little different.
Yeah. And
Anything that bites a 24-day-old child, probably kill it.
yeah, I mean, they have their venom's pretty potent anyways,
Yeah.
and it's a very small baby.
Very, yeah.
So this brings up to why centipedes are kind of very scary, especially in areas with giant centipedes. The U.S. does have some larger species, but nothing like this. Our tiger centipedes, our blue tiger centipedes are 2 different species, but they're about the largest, and they kind of max out at like 6 inches, which is still an impressive centipede, but
Yeah.
we're talking about stuff over a foot long,
That's impressive. That's big.
But their problem is that they kind of like to cuddle.
Oh, okay. Like in the warm spots.
Yeah. So they are attracted to heat at night, and that's the same with the Vietnamese centipede. That's what the Vietnamese soldiers would get bit by them all the time, and they can be fatal too.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's just a horrific bite. It's just painful.
They just want to snuggle up with you till you roll over.
But yeah, so that's Scolopedra gigantea.
So, yeah, that's a big bug.
It's the biggest centipede, not bug.
No, it's not. Why?
Arthropod. Remember we talked about this?
Those aren't bugs?
No.
Oh, okay. They're insects?
No.
At all?
No.
Okay.
You're going too far down on that umbrella.
So what is it then?
They're centipedes.
Just that's it?
Yeah.
So it's not a bug?
No.
It's not a reptile?
No.
Then what? It has to fall into something.
The category they fall into are centipedes.
Well, what's centipede fall into?
Arthropod.
And what's an arthropod?
Everything with an exoskeleton.
It's like a lobster.
Yeah.
So it's not and lobsters are bugs, right?
No.
I thought you said that there were bugs.
Lobsters are
Yeah.
crustaceans.
So I'm not eating a bug when I eat lobsters.
You're eating an arthropod,
It's not a bug.
which is just, they are worse than bugs in my opinion,
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
because they're pretty much just eating poop at the bottom of the ocean.
I just want you to admit that I'm not eating bugs like Klaus Schwab wants me to. I'm not eating centipedes.
Scorpions aren't bugs.
Okay.
Spiders aren't bugs. But they're all arthropods.
Okay, I gotcha.
And literally look at an arthropod. That's a very big umbrella group. Look at number of eyes, number of antennae, and stuff like that.
Number of
Spiders,
feet.
arachnid.
Yeah.
Most arachnids have 8 eyes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Most insects have 2 compound eyes. Centipedes, I believe, have 4 eyes. And then you look at most crustaceans only have 2.
Yeah.
And they actually have 2 actual eyes.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So arthropod is a very big blanket term. It's like saying mammal.
Okay.
So calling a centipede a bug would be like calling a whale a rodent.
In some cases, they could be. No, they're not.
But yeah, it's kind of a quick, short, freaky fauna. But that's what these things are.
Big old centipede.
Big old centipede. And this kind of just shows you that they're as far as scary creatures, they're not monsters. They've only ever killed one person, which is still a life. It's still a lost life. Mm-hmm. But for how potent their venom is, that's very impressive. And they almost exclusively only bite in defense.
Yeah.
If you look at giant centipede bites from around the world, it's almost always on the hands.
Okay, yeah.
It's same with copperhead bites in the U.S. 99% of copperhead bites in the U.S. are on the hands, and it's because somebody's trying to pick up a copperhead.
Big mistake. So don't pick them up. Don't poke them with sticks.
Remember, as you go into the weekend, enjoy your life. Look at the breeze. It's officially spring now, I believe, so enjoy it.
Did you say look at the breeze?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you watch the trees, they sway in the breeze.
Ooh, I like it.
I've been the great and powerful mystery.
And I've been Jay.
You guys have a good weekend now. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Freaky Fauna Friday. If you want to help the podcast grow, remember to share and give it a 5-star review.